What's up everyone, this is Renoir and I am the Money Miser, and I want to talk about something very important for anyone out there who runs an online business or even a business in general that fits into this category. If you spend lots of money on online advertising like Facebook, Google, YouTube, and I want to show you the best card that will give you the most rewards for using it. So let us get right into this video. Alright, so before we get into this lovely video, I want to make sure that you remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also to like this video if you find the information that I'll be sharing with you helpful. So what I want to talk about is something that I've been looking for basically every single day. I always look for how I could save the most money in my business or even my personal life. And one of the ways that I look to save money is by using a credit card. And some of you might be thinking, isn't that contradictory? Why would you use a credit card to save money? Well, the cashback system or even the reward system of a credit card will help to offset, costs that is associated with my business. Especially I run e-commerce and dropshipping business, and there are, fees that are associated with my account when I do my transactions every single month and every single week. And I can offset those fees by using a credit card. So I'm going to show you a credit card, which is the AMEX Business Gold Card. And I'll show you why this is one of the best cards to have, especially if you run a drop shipping, e-commerce, or even you spend a lot of money on online advertising. So what are the benefits of having a credit card or even a business credit card? Well, the first benefit that I want to talk about is deferred payments. Now, for those who don't know, I used to run a health food store in New York. And one of the benefits of running that health food store was that we were given some leeway by our suppliers to pay back when we bought goods every 30 days. So it was called either net 30. Some businesses even did net 60. So then that means that I could, pay for or supposedly get inventory, and I wouldn't pay for it until 30 days later. And that is wonderful because if you run a business and you need some flow of income or you need people to buy from you before you can pay for the goods, you don't have the money up front, then it will be a benefit if you can pay for that later, so then you can try to sell the goods so that you can pay for the goods that you have just bought. And the same thing when you run online business. Most of the time people will pay for the goods up front. But then wouldn't it be nice to defer that payment for 30 days? And that's what a credit card would allow you to do. By putting that payment on a credit card, you can actually defer the payment because the credit card is not due until sometimes 25 or 30 days later. So you can defer that payment, and if you run into a problem where, let's say, Stripe or PayPal is holding the funds of your business in your account, like 25% of your funds, then you have a backup because you have a credit card that is paying for that inventory, and you can pay for it later until your funds are released from either PayPal or Stripe. And another benefit of having a credit card is to build your business credit. Now that is so essential. I wish I started building my business credit way back long ago, because if I'm trying to apply for a loan for my business or a line of credit for my business does not have credit, so I cannot apply for it. So now what I want to do is to differentiate my personal finances from my business finances and my personal credit from my business credit. And that's one thing that you should be working on right now. That brings me to my next point, which is having a business credit card is a benefit because it would not affect your personal credit score. Now, the business that I run, when I paid the inventory with my personal credit card, because the utilization of my credit card would go up, it would affect my personal credit score. So then with a business credit card, certain business credit cards does not report to the credit bureaus, your personal credit bureau. So then having that utilization, let's say you max out your credit card and you're using 100% utilization in your credit card, it would not affect your personal credit score. So then having a business credit card can actually help to lower your credit score because you're utilizing less of your credit, your credit ratio. And one of the biggest reasons why we want to get a business credit card, which some of you probably want to hear, is the rewards. So we want to talk about the rewards of the business credit card. What I'm going to be doing right now, I'm going to be actually unboxing or unwrapping, I don't know what to call it, because it's not exactly in a box itself, but it's in an envelope and and so forth. So then anyways, I'm going to be opening up the credit card so you can see what it looks like and you can get a feel of what this card looks like, and I'll share with you some of the benefits. One of the biggest things I can say from this credit card, which is really just awesome, is that the speed and the delivery of this card, it was just so quick. It came in FedEx, and I believe I signed up for this card, and about maybe 2 days later, the card arrived already here at the location. And I've never had a card that came to me so quickly. And I must say that I am very, very impressed by how quickly the delivery of this card was, and just the service and everything that comes with American Express, especially this gold card. I guess maybe because it's one of those more elite cards, that's why they have the delivery happen so quickly. So also, let us open this here. And one of the things that with this card, you want to make sure that you work on your credit score, because my credit score, is at a good standing right now. And if you don't have a good credit score, you may not be able to be approved for this card. So you need to make sure that you work on the credit. So this is what the card looks like. It comes in a little envelope like this there. And I believe that I've seen people and they have opened up this credit card before, and everyone I think looks kind of a little different. So it has a lovely letter here, and it has some of this information inside of it, my company's name, and just the terms and conditions, and just the fees and the card agreements. None of these things are really important. The only thing that's important to me is the fees and what I will be paying and my interest rates and so forth. That's what I really want to see. All right, so this is what the card kind of looks like here, and I just blocked out the last 4 digits of my credit card number here, so so no one wouldn't really see it there. So this is the credit card that I have, the business credit card. And first of all, the card is like it's much heavier than the regular cards that I have. It does have a very good quality feel to it. Definitely this would attract attention if you go out to dine in and you have to pay for something. Someone see you pull out this card, they're gonna be like, oh, this guy has money. So it gives you that type of feel, that luxury feel. It's very, very heavy, as I said before, and it's a very nice built card. Now this is probably the best card I've ever had from all the cards that I've had before. All the cards that I've had is like plastic and very light and feels very cheap, but this here feels very expensive. So let's talk about some of the juicy details of this gold card here. I wonder if I could cash this in at the pawn shop. But anyways, let's talk about the juicy benefits here. And one of the biggest benefits, and I guess what we want to really hear on this channel, is the rewards that it gives you for spending money in different categories. It's going to give you money, 4 points for every dollar that you spend in 2 of your biggest spending categories. And that includes spending money at restaurants, gas stations, grocery, and so forth, like some of those other regular cards would do. But this one is different, where it will actually give you 4 points for every dollar that you spend on even online advertising. And that is the biggest expense of my business. And if you run an online business, an e-commerce business, or you spend a lot of money on advertising, then this card will actually be very enticing for you to get. So American Express will actually give you, as I said before, 4 points for every dollar that you spend on up to $150,000 every single year. Now, also there is a promotion going on right now where they would give you, 70,000 points as an introductory bonus, on top of even $300 credit towards advertising and shipping for your business, which is just amazing. Because when I signed up for this card, the benefit that I got, it was just a few days ago, was just 35,000 points when I spent $5,000 in 3 months. But there is, I guess, a new promotion going on right now. I missed it. Try to call them to have that changed, and they couldn't change it for me. But anyways, I'll do with my 35,000 points. The benefits are really awesome as well. So let's talk about some other benefits. It has this benefit where you don't have to pay in full at the end of your billing cycle. You can actually pay over time. They'll charge you a fixed interest rate. It's almost like having a loan for your business, and then you can pay off your balance over time. Now, I wouldn't advise doing that. How I run my business, I have the cash there, or the cash will be coming, and I would spend only the money that I know that I have or that will come into my bank account, very soon. So I'm not expending myself and borrowing money and paying large sums of interest. That will kind of defeat the purpose of even the rewards in the first place. Because if your interest is more than the rewards that you're getting, that wouldn't make sense. And just regular, no foreign transaction fee and other travel perks like, rental insurance for your car, checked bag insurance, and so many different insurance and perks that come with this card. Some of this might not be a benefit to any of you because maybe you don't travel or you don't rent vehicles in the first place, so it may not be a benefit to you. But for those who do travel regularly and who actually rent vehicles on a regular basis, this may be a big benefit to you. So let's talk about the rewards here of the card. 4 points for every dollar spent. That is the maximum amount of points that you can get for spending on that card. So if you happen to accumulate 100,000 points on your card, that can be equivalent to somewhere between $600 to $1,000 from that card. When I looked on the app, that's how much money you can get from that card. And one thing I really don't like about this card is that for you to maximize or use the most amount of points or get the most amount back from this card is to go through their verified partners or go through their portals to either book a flight or exchange the points with certain businesses that they have partnered with. And if you try to use your points to pay a purchase that you made on the card, then you're not getting the full potential of how much that they're advertising that you can get back on this card. But then if you use the full potential of the card, the most that you can get back on this card, it will be somewhere equivalent to about 8% or return on the money that you're spending on that card. Now, I know that there are some people out there who have used this card. I've never used this card before. I've heard some people say that some of the flights may be expensive flights or business class or so forth, that you may not even be traveling on anyways, and you're just spending that extra money for something that you wouldn't have spent it on in the first place. So after maybe a few months or a year of using my card, I'll probably do another review video on this here to see all the perks and the ins and outs of using this card here, especially as it gives me so much rewards for using it in my business. So this card is not for anyone who does not spend enough money to offset the annual fee, which is $295 on this card every single year. Now, I would say that if you don't spend more than probably about $15,000 to $20,000 on advertising or one of the spending categories here on this card, I would say that this card would not be a good fit for you. And you should probably get some other card like the double cash card or the blue cash card, or you look at one of those cards that will give you like 2% cash back on all the purchases that you make in your business. There's also even the Chase Inc. Preferred card that, may be of a benefit and something that you can look into as well. One of the amazing benefits of this card, and I almost forgot to mention this, is that it has no limit. It actually states that it has no preset spending limit, meaning that when you get the card, there is no limit on your card. Basically, what they say that they will look at how you spend, your spending patterns and so forth, and then they will base your limit off of that, how well you use your credit card. And this is great because when I run my e-commerce business, you know how Facebook ads can escalate so quickly. You can jump from spending $1,000 a month to $15,000 a month in a matter of, days. And it's very important that you have a card with a big enough limit so you don't have to keep paying it off every single day or every single few days. And this works out really good, for my business. So the reason why I got this card basically is because I'm a money miser, right? I'm trying to see how I can save as much money as I can in my business and in my personal life as well. And this card will give me back much more than what I am getting back from the other cards that I'm using in my business currently. So then I hope this video was helpful to you. And I'm going to leave a link to this card in the description below. The American Express Business Gold Card. And you can go through that link, look at the details of this card, see if it's a fit for your business and if it will help you to save or to be a money miser. And remember, if this video has been helpful to you, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I will try to post videos like this on a regular basis that will help you to become more of a money miser and to your journey towards financial freedom. I hope to see you next time. Have a blessed day.